Hi guys, it's Daniela again and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided to do a makeup challenge. So not long ago, I watched NikkieTutorial come up with a challenge of Google Picks My Makeup. And I think like 2 days ago, Manny also done the challenge. But the way Manny's done it is the way I'm actually going to do it. So basically, you write in like primer, and the first primer that comes up, or the second primer comes up that you have, you will use, if that makes sense. But yeah, so let's get started. So in Manny's video, he did like the first or the second primer that came up. But obviously I don't have like as big as a collection, so I won't have all the primers that came up. And the first primer that actually came up was, I think, Bobbi Brown, and I don't have that. So I was scrolling through, as you can see, I've taken a screenshot, and the primer that did come up was the Too Faced Hangover Primer, which obviously I have. So I'm going to go in with this one first. So now for foundation. For foundation, I had to scroll quite a lot down because their first foundation was like the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea or something like that. And obviously I don't have that, but then it's like The Ordinary, The Body Shop, The Elf, and then it's the Milani 2-in-1 foundation, which looks like that one. So obviously that's the only one that I have. So I did it as the first one that I found that I actually have in my collection is the first one that I'll use, and it's the only one I use. So I'm going to go in with this. This is the O2 Natural, which I think is a little bit dark for me, if I'm honest. This foundation is so thick. So I'm just going to blend this out with a beauty blender. I'm just going to blend this out with a beauty blender. Okay, so now that I've done that, I've blended it all out, and to be honest, I don't know why I stopped using this foundation as of right now, obviously. I can't remember why. Okay, so for concealer, I typed in concealer and the first one that came up is my favourite. It's the Tarte Shape Tape. So going in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and the colour I use is light. Like, I'm running out of this one, but I've got a backup. And I am going to put this on my lids just because my lids like have quite a bit of discoloration. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with setting powder. The first powder that came up was the RCMA, which I was very happy about. Then I'm just going to brush this away with just any brush. The palette that I found way down was my Makeup Revolution one, which, as you can see, is the first one there. And I put in contour. So I'm going to use this colour as a contour. But first I'm going to go in with bronzer. And the first bronzer that came up, I don't know if you'll be able to see, was Hoola. But I don't have like individual Hoola. So I only have the Hoola in the Cheek Parade palette. I was hoping it was my Physicians Formula, but no, I didn't get that lucky. So now I'm going to go in with this colour. And this is from the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. So I'm going to go in with this colour and a smaller brush. I'm going to use my E8 brush. Tap off any excess. Google's actually picked quite good. Not even quite, like, there's only one product in here that I'm just like, really, Google? Like, really? Didn't you watch my video? So I'm a bit shook when it comes to that product. But the rest is like stuff that I like, stuff that I use. So maybe they're listening. I think Google is listening. I don't know why I didn't do my eyes first. So for blush now, the first blush that came up wasn't any that I had. Like, there was an O from one in Apricot, which I obviously don't have. There was a few that obviously I don't have, but the one I did come across that I do have is the Milani Powder Blush in Romantic Rose, which looks like this. Really pretty colour. So I'm just going to put this on my cheeks. And the one after was literally Luminoso. So any of those choices would be a good choice for me. Now is when I'm shook for the highlighter. So when I wrote highlighter, it was like Becca, Amrezy, Anastasia. I don't have any of those. My skin looks really glowy, and I Haven't put highlight on it yet. My skin is just glowy, I guess. So when I scrolled down, I found the Makeup Revolution highlighter in Golden Lights, which is the top one. And it's the one that I recently done a video with, testing like my old favourites. I don't like this. I do not like this. So obviously if you would have seen that video, you would have seen that I'm not a fan of this highlighter. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. Like, I don't like the colour on me. Like, you can really see it. Like, it's too light for me. Like, I'm not going to really put a lot on, just because I don't want a stripe of green and yellow. What is it with my baby hairs just coming out to play? Don't get me wrong, it's blinding, but just not what I want. And I feel like it really emphasises texture. So for eyes, it was literally the second palette that came up, and it's the Jaclyn Hill, the Morphe palette, which, thank the Lord. So I'm going to use that, and I really don't think I'm going to do anything too much. So I'm going to go in first with this colour on my crease. So I'm just going to do one eye on camera, just because obviously I don't know if you lot know, but I film on my phone. I've only got like 7 gigs on this phone. Well, not all together, but like I've got like 12 gigs I think all together. So I can only really film one video at a time. So I'm trying to go off camera, do my other eye, just so I can save storage as well. I'm just gonna go in with this colour on my outfit, and I'll probably take it into my crease as well. I can't do my makeup without a mirror like right next to me. Like, I don't know how people do it with like a big mirror. Like, I need a tiny mirror in my face just so I can really see everything. Like, honestly, let me know if you do your makeup in like in a big mirror and you don't need to come closer like I am. So I'm gonna go in with that first colour just because I basically blended it away. So I'm actually just gonna put this colour all over my lid and see how I feel about that. So I'm just gonna wet my brush with my Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. So I'm gonna go back in with that second shade that I used and just blend out the edges. So now I'm actually going to go in with a smaller brush. I'm going to go in with the E18, and I'm going to take this colour. I'm going to go in with this colour on my LV. So I'm going to go in with that colour with an even smaller brush and just really put that into my crease. This could make or break the look. So now I'm just going to blend out with the E18 brush, but with no more product. And I'm keeping the blend really like tight. You know, I'm not blending everywhere. I just want to blend that colour in small circular motions, just so I can keep that colour where I want. I'm just taking this colour on this side of my eye just to blend in the two darkest into the gold. So I'm going to go off camera, do this eye, and then I'll come back and do my lower lash line. I'll probably have this lower lash line done. Peace. Hi guys, so I'm back. So obviously, as you can see, I've done this eye off camera, and I've done my lower lash line on this eye. So I'm just going to do it on this eye now. So basically what I've done is go in with exactly the same colours that I did at the top and just drag them down to the bottom. So I just went in with this colour. Now I'm going to go in with this colour. Now I'm just going to go in with this colour just on the outer part of my lower lash line. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with this colour on the outer part as well. And then I'm going to go in with this colour just really close to my lash line. So now I'm just going with that gold that I used on my lid on the bottom of my lower lash line. So as you can see. So now I'm going to go in with this shade, which is the first one from the palette, and just put that in my inner corner. I've just put the same colour as I put in my inner corner on my brow bone a little bit. Sorry guys, so apparently my camera just went off. I didn't know it went off, so basically I went in with the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara because Google told me to. Then I went in with the LA Girl semi-permanent lip liner in natural. Then I went in with Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin Liquid Lipstick. And I just went in with my L'Oreal Artist Plumper Mascara. Anyways, guys, this is the look that I created, which Google picked out the makeup products. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and some comments down below. And I will catch you next time. Bye, guys.